Hello, everybody. We are live. I keep forgetting that this happens. I really should be more careful when I do this. Anyways, welcome back to Gaming with Gyozaplanet with your host, Gyozaplanet. Hello, that's me. Yeah, and welcome back to Hawked. There are a couple of special things going on in game, so we'll show that off. Most notably, a party for the end of the world. It will make sense. Yeah, and a couple of challenges, including a new bounty for you, the viewer, to participate in. So yeah, if that sounds fun. Don't worry, I'll fix this in a moment. Anyways, so welcome back to the channel. Decline. No, I windowed borderless window. There we go. Okay, let's get going. So, a couple of new things have been added to the game, and I will go through them in order. So, number one, new event, the end of the world party. So Bjorn, the medically proven to not be mad scientist, but might be, and is probably just a really big nerd, is concerned because he thinks it's the end of the world, which makes sense, seeing as the island has been overrun. Dave Grail has lost the the Grail Stone, which is a giant crystal that was kind of important to them. Okay, never mind. It was very important. Yeah. It kind of blew up in last season's finale. Yeah, and well, Vector's arrived, which is not good because now the team is suffering a lot because they are behind their enemies. The enemies being Bodhi, your ex-treasure hunter buddy. So yeah, as you can imagine, he's under a lot of distress. So to do this, he is throwing a party to celebrate the end of the world, or supposed end of the world. Nobody has the heart to tell him that it's not actually the end of the world, but yeah. So this party comes with a couple of new things. Number one, a couple of changes. I will show mainly to the lobby. There's balloons and banners and everything. I'll show them off when I get back there because I'm currently in the game. And I did not want to start this episode, show off the thing, and then have to wait for 20 minutes for queue, because it's unpleasant for everybody involved. So, I will show that off at the end of the game. Oh, that's an enemy. Give me a minute. Enemy with a comet cutter or some other right thing. Let's be careful here and try and take this fight. Okay, I need them to frick off, so we'll use that and that. Bird enemy. Well, that's not very useful. Accuracy buff, actually. That is useful. Here's what we're gonna do. We know they got a sniper rifle. They don't seem to be taking any shots with it. They also don't seem very good. So, we can do that, set them on fire, and now we can shoot at them whilst they are on fire, and... Oh no, there's a second player. I'm not playing squads by accident, am I? I could have sworn I queued into solos. Okay. Actually, this would have been... Oh no, there they are. Okay, how do we... Okay, I think it might be AI / new player, because they are... Yeah, probably. It's a shame. Oh, that's not good. I've just recognized one of the names in the kill feed, and they are a fairly decent player. I mean, it's not that bad. All we need to do is just play a bit carefully. We'll be fine. Anyways, yeah, so, couple of events. So, right, the end of the party, decorations and the thing, it's like banners, balloons, and everything. It's quite festive. Actually, pretty fun. Freaking drone. And I missed the... That's not good. I think that's a new attack. Oh, no, it's just a missile attack. I just normally never see it. Also, I need to kill this drone, otherwise he's gonna... I don't know. He only killed it partially. Oh, good news, bad news. Bad news, the drone is completely ruining all my attempts to eliminate this enemy. Fun fact, if you down a drone, they take, I think it's like 2.5 times melee damage. in that down state, and I think, well, forever afterwards. So it's a very good way to deal with them. Oh yeah, also we are getting shot currently. And I was right, it was the person I mentioned before, and they caught me. I was stunned. That's a shame. Well. Alrighty, that's fine. Yep. We can resurrect and then go back and shoot them. Because, well, now we know exactly where they are. And I doubt that they know that I have a revive. So we're going to sneak up on them. They're going to be right over here. Yep, there they are. Invisibility, interesting. Yeah, fun fact, invisibility does not help against grenades. Now, what we're going to do is that was a pretty decent player, so they most likely have a revive, which means they are going to be over here in very short order, which means we are going to grab this, yeah, grab you, and then book it. Because I do not want to stick around here. So, yeah. Oh boy, well that was intense. I will admit that was a very bad decision on my end. The two weapons I have they're not good they're not good monster killing weapons. Good monster killing weapons are weapons that have a lot of high sustained damage. This would be things like, so okay, not entirely. They're weapons that can deal a lot of damage very, very quickly and don't really need to reload that often. This would be things like the Foul Star, because you can just hold down the trigger button. All of the shotguns, especially the Hasta Luego, the little double-barreled pocket shotgun. It's absolutely terrible for player versus player combat, but it can deal, I think it deals like 90 damage per shot, and against a target as big as the Delta, which is the giant robot that I was fighting, you can easily chunk down its health in no time at all. Anyways, yes please. Yes please. And then, I think, ooh, revive kit, that's great. What do we got? Foul Star, actually, this is what I was mentioning. I'm going to take that, mainly because we've already... no, okay. Better option. We're going to take the... there, and then we're going to take the Trident. Well, okay, this is a problem. I want to use a Foul Star, but I also don't want to mix ammo. Actually, I can just use Foul Star and Mexican. There you go. But yeah. Also, things like the Supernova, any of the care package weapons. So the Pulsar, which is the grenade launcher, the Near Right, which is the other grenade launcher, all of that. Very good against bots. Here, let's see. PvE enemies ignore you. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. With the supposed party comes a couple of quests that Bjorn wants you to do. Well, celebrate, but also because he's a nice guy and he likes giving you free loot. So I am trying to find this.
Somebody's close.
That's not good. Keep an eye out because it is probably a person from earlier, which I don't really want to fight. Would love to have a bird glyph right about now. Also, I'm just gonna deactivate that because we're not using it, and I'd rather have it active sooner instead of ticking, because 3 seconds is the... oh, yep, enemy spotted. There we go.
Just profitable.
Nice. Hold on, do I have Reclaimer or no, I've got Headliners. That is not good. It's a very mediocre whatchamacallit weapon mod. I mean, it's fine, but Fire Shots is effectively direct upgrade with most weapons, because it's frankly better to like set your enemy on fire and then kill them faster than it is to deal a bit more damage at the end of your magazine, which is, it's plus 5 damage, which honestly does not help much with basically any weapon, I think, because it's only in the last 25%. So unless you're a very, very good player who knows how to properly like manage the heat on, let's say, for example, the actually, for energy weapons, there are only a couple that would benefit from this. The Duonic, maybe. The Moonduster, no, because by the time you get enough heat to trigger it, you're already going. The next burst is going to already overheat you, or going to overheat the gun. So yeah, the Foul Star and the Duonic are basically Dark Spark maybe, but the Dark Spark just does not generate enough heat. Anyways, side note, cool thing you can do. You can actually shoot relic, or like, yeah, you can shoot relic or trinkets and artifacts. They are movable objects, which means you can just shoot them off this platform here if you need, well, a relic or like a trinket to extract. Anyways, is there anyone like more south? No, this is probably as south as we're gonna get. Let's hope we don't get Bodhi. Okay, there's no Bodhi. Oh, okay, we can. Oh, nope, nope. Enemy spotted. I just saw a bit of red flash over there. That's. Let's see. If the traverser ping goes off in the next 15 seconds, we are about to have a fight on our hands. Otherwise, I am just simply hallucinating. Or maybe, like, the pixel thing was off. It's a bit finicky at times. Especially when you're looking through, like, objects. Anyways. Called it. What do you know? Yeah, I'm not sticking around. Oh! Okay, that, and then we're gonna slide to duck. Even though I had, like, I'm honestly not very worried, and that was mainly why. Actually, I suppose with this character, you don't really need to worry, because most of the time you have, like, a lot of health, and you have a lot of healing that pairs with it, so. Yeah. Basically, when your shield breaks normally, when you're playing, most of the time, your shield breaking is the halfway point between you, like, says, okay, give me a minute, and I'm going to try and rethink what I'm saying. So, for most other characters, and most other, like, setups that don't have survivability built into them, your shield breaking is the halfway point of your total overall health. However, with this character, it's more so the 2/3 point, because you have a lot of, well, healing methods. First off, you can get something like the drum glyph, potion glyph, whatever, and that would be them. Alrighty. Oh, how am I gonna play this? Restore health over time. That is, yes. Ooh, stagger shots. Oh, actually, it's suppressor. That's even better. Well, and where is this? It's over here. So they're probably gonna go here if I'm to bet. Okay. So yeah, because you've got Boony, which heals you, you can get healing. Actually, Boony is the main source of your healing, especially if you've got something like a if you've been to Sacrificial Altar, and also just the loadout in general gives you a lot of healing, and then Boony's legendary effect also gives you bonus max health. So yeah, and also if you have as mentioned before, if you have the aforementioned altar buffs, it also gives you additional maximum health. So you can get really tanky with this build, and especially because you can also get quick charge and everything. Now I'm going to be quiet for a moment because we've got a fight on our hands. Ready? And we're going to use that advantage to run at them. I think this is the same guy as before, actually, because I remember him having... Yep. He had the Recon Raptor. Ah. The Foul Star just doesn't have that much range. It also is very ammo hungry, so... Yeah. Oh, this is bad. Mainly because it means we are playing... We're chasing them. Most of the time, you never want to chase the artifact holder. You want to either ambush them... Yeah, you either want to have the artifact or be ambushing them. Because if you're chasing them, that means they can control the fight and they can control the tempo of said fight. Are they? They are. They're going to the extract farther away. Okay, we're going to take this break. We're going to go over here. Nope. Ammo. And let's book it. So, Water speeds you up. That's actually really good for this. Because, yes, I know. They're going to the one inside of the flooded temple here. Okay, we can use this to A, get closer, and yeah, it shortens down our total time. Okay, we need to be careful with this fight. Ah! Yeah, that doesn't help. We just got stunned. Oh, wait, wow, they're almost dead. We got them! Nice! Okay. Wait, actually, I think we've just won. I haven't seen anybody else, and they've burnt their revive. So, yeah, go us. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that one was shoddily played. I should really be dead there. Mainly because, never mind, there is yet another person who wants my loot, and it's friggin' Bodhi. And I accidentally rolled off the platform. It's fine, I have to. It's friggin'... Bodhi is very, very annoying. If he actually appears. I don't know, he does this sometimes, where he, like, spawns in, and, like, yeah, he says he spawns in, but he never shoots you or appears. Yeah, he's here because the little tracker is going off. But it might also be another player, but I don't know. I'm just taking this one. Let's go. Oh boy. Anyways, overall, decently done. Bit shoddy on my end on a good amount of those fights, but yeah, it is what it is. Alrighty. So, as I was trying to say, yes, it is party time. We have balloons, we've got banners, we've got little party hats on the, well, most of these. These are a bit offset. I don't know if that's a space-time anomaly or just a rendering issue, but, yeah. Party. Anyways, but yes, there are actually quests that go with event. I've finished them, but, I will show them off here. If I can actually get there. So, sun, surf, Bjorn needs a vacation. His secret end of the world summer beach party is a great excuse for some holidaying. Let's set the example right with some sun and surf action. This one is surf a certain distance. It's pretty self-explanatory. Use a surfboard for a certain amount of time, or over a certain amount of terrain, like distance, and you'll get a very cool skin. Yeah, one I can recommend for this is if you're trying to get to your target destination, and you're not in a rush, try taking a waterway instead of running across land. It'll help you with this. The third, this one, beach. Bjorn's rubber ducky cannot be located. Perhaps Vector took the floating plastic animal as a war trophy. Eliminate Vector enemies to find and extract Bjorn's rubber ducky, and you get this very cool cosmetic for one of the weapons. I will show it off actually in a moment. This one is, it's a bit complicated. Basically, how it works is you need to go and beat up, basically. You need to go and shoot Vector enemies and eliminate them. Once you do, one of them, it took me about, I think, 20 enemies or something. One of them will drop a little item that you can pick up called Bjorn's rubber ducky. It's a rubber ducky. I assume you know what a rubber ducky is. Yeah, you pick that up, and then all you need to do is successfully extract from the match. Don't worry, the ducky doesn't actually take up any slots, so you can still nab two trinkets. Yeah, and then this one, and some rest and relaxation. What better way to relax than to retrieve some treasure? Bjorn's love for all things occult should be celebrated during his secret end of the world summer beach party. This one is just extract trinkets. 20 is a lot, I will give you that. However, there are a couple things you can do to alleviate this. Number one, spy drones. So, actually, there are a couple things you can do. Number one, keep an eye on the minimap for, like, the little question marks. Sometimes those are just trinkets scattered around the map. But then the second best method is keep an eye out for, well, like, a little mini side quest objectives. These are things like hidden stashes, spy drones, the actual, like, mini quests themselves. It's the glyph icon, but there's a little magnifying glass. What else gives it? Shroud baskers. some chests. No, not some chests. Actually, yes, chests. The air raid towers in the vector bases uh, have a chest that becomes available once you deactivate them. Those always have a trinket inside of them, and it's a purple one, so it's worth a lot. Yeah, and then obviously just grab a couple and run over to an extraction. If so, actually, secret little tech here. If you know that there's nobody around in the match, as in it's a silent match, there's like one other player, maybe two. What you can do is you can just bring all of your loot to a specific extract point and then hide it in like a bush or something. And since there's nobody else around, they're not going to pick it up and extract it for and take it for themselves. So you can just do all that. You can get the treasury, bring it over, drop it off, and then boom, you don't have to keep making tricks. You don't have to keep making trips and reactivate the extract point every single time. If the map you get happens to have the outpost, capture it. Absolutely, it's a free extract point that's permanently active for you, so you don't. Yeah, it's also very good for getting the artifact later on. And then last tip actually is trying to eliminate Bodhi. It I know it's difficult, yes, but he drops 3 trinkets, and they are 2 purples and the legendary, which is very nice. So yes. Now you might be wondering, how the heck do I kill Bodhi? There are a couple ways you can do it. Number one, just flat out shoot him. He doesn't actually have that much health. Most of the problems around him come from his he deals a lot of damage because he uses a duonic submachine gun, and he hits like a truck. Actually, no, he just uses a normal duonic. It's just that he has pretty decent aim, and he also has a ton of shield. So, yeah. A couple of ways to deal with him. Number one, just friggin' shoot him. As long as it's a weapon with a lot of consistent damage, like a submachine gun, something like the Foul Star over there, one of the rifles here. Ideally, not the semi-auto rifles, but you can still do work with them. And yeah, you make sure you're still shooting him when you can. That's good. Quick tip: when he summons his robots, throw down a grenade towards him. It'll probably hit most of them, and it will severely damage them. Second way to deal with Bodhi is anti-shield grenades. You can find these in chests, and they drop from 1 in 3, 1 in 5 vector enemies, so you're bound to pick them up. And they do exactly what the box says. They eliminate all shield from enemies in the area. Now that's all they do actually. But if you take into account that Bodhi has, I think he has something probably 200, 300 shield. You're basically cutting down 3/4 of his health in one grenade. Make sure you don't miss, but it's a very effective method. A third way is shotguns. Seriously, hasta luego here. This is green hasta luego. It's mediocre at best. It's actually probably the worst green weapon in the game, because even though it hits like this, never are you this close to an enemy in a game. Most of the time you're this close, and that's 4 shots to kill with a shotgun. 4 inconsistent shots to kill is, it's not reliable. But if you can get right up close to him, which you can, because he's an AI, he won't try in. Actually, this is the key thing. He's an AI, which means he's not really programmed to run away from you like a normal player would when they see somebody with a shotgun approaching, because that's what you do. Yeah, he doesn't do that, so you can kind of just run around him in circles, and as long as you dodge the laser and everything, this right here deals, I think it's, 70 to 90 on a blast, depending on if you hit headshots or not, and your overall accuracy. It's really, really strong. So, yeah. If you happen to find one, maybe pick it up and do the same thing. You drop it off in the corner of the extract location, and then you just wait, and when the little text pops up saying, looks like I just got here in time, or whatever it is, saying that Bodhi has summoned, dun dun dun, then you swap out one of your weapons for it, and you just shoot him. Yeah, and that's most of the way how you deal with him. If you're still struggling with that, nope, that's not the right button. If you're still struggling to kill him, even with that, honestly, just change your loadout. It is most likely the class card you have equipped does not deal with him well. For example, the what's it called? The Bushmaster is terrible against him because it's supposed to be an ambush class. And you're not ambushing Bodhi, he's ambushing you, and he also has a lot more health than a conventional player. So I would recommend things like a fully maxed out Rowan, the guitar one, because you get basically you get shield reduce his max health. You get healing from damage to your shield, and the guitar regenerates your shields based on damage you deal to enemy shields. And as said before, Bodhi has 300 plus shields, so it's gonna be pretty easy. The guitar is also really good for dealing with the robots he spawns. This one, it's pretty okay, but I don't know. I don't know. No. Well, maybe, but no. This one, no. This is a parkour one. This is a sniper one, not really. This is the team build one. This one right here, the locked and loaded, actually might be really good because if you have something like the good fella or some other whatchamacallit, a weapon that goes through ammo really quick, the Bangomatic reloads your weapon automatically. So if you have ironically, if you have like the GAR 21, so the Vector, it is really, really good with this. And especially with the Omni Loader, which automatically reloads your weapons if it's too low. The 2-movement Fife, which if you do parkour after you stop moving, you get reduced recoil, and then the little ballistic bag thingy here, which automatically reloads your weapon for you when it's holstered. This one, no, not really. And then this one, it gives you a lot of tankiness, but you just don't have enough damage to kill him. So yeah, basic class cards I would recommend. Text Roll'em, because the quick charge and handling make you nearly invincible, and reduces reload time, so you're firing a lot more often. This one, you become nearly invincible, like again. And also the Hunt Claw can help you latch onto the clones and chase them down. Remember, all of these should go with like the weapons that I mentioned beforehand. It's not just the class cards. The class cards just make it easier. And the locked and loaded, ideally with some kind of minigun weapon. Yeah. But that's that for the quests. However, there are a couple of other things to mention. There are a couple of bug fixings, and actually I'm going to show one of them off right now. I need to go back to there. But one of the ones, and is a quality of life that I know a ton of people have been asking for, if you'll direct your attention to the bottom right of the screen, as I hit Z, now, when you use the loaded D20, the glyph you get is now shown, and it has a little countdown timer, which is so incredibly wonderful because I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've started a fight or something, set the glyph, it gets a crit or something, and then I look back and I'm like, ah, crud, what did I have? Because it's either 60 seconds of a really good buff, or it's 60 seconds of a completely pointless buff, and I should just reset it so I can re-roll it. But yeah, a very, very nice quality of life. I definitely appreciate it. However, one weapon that secretly got a huge tune-up is the Muldoon. The Muldoon is a pump-action shotgun, your generic pump-action. However, it's been notoriously awful in this game because there's an issue where when you would fire and you would try to reload, the weapon would kind of just jam. It would like lock you out of it, and so firing, well, there's that, and then also the pump action itself was very inconsistent. It still is kind of inconsistent, but I mean, this is a respectable fire rate for a shotgun. However, it now has something very useful. If I fire all my rounds, bum, 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 I start reloading, I can interrupt them mid-reload. Which means what I can actually do is reload, fire, reload, fire. You can actually do something similar with the Bucky in Valorant. And it is very effective because, like, assuming I'm doing this correctly, well, it's got a couple of caveats. So it is very effective. Well, kind of. Basically, what this does is that this lets you constantly shoot at a target without having to take large breaks to reload. It does reduce your overall rate of fire, and your accuracy is reduced because you have to, well, hip fire. You can't aim down sights, but you're slowed, and you're not as nimble and everything, and you can't sprint out of it. Actually, you can't sprint out of the reload in any way, but yeah. But it is helpful if, let's say you've got like a ton of, let's say these are all disciples. I can shoot one, shoot another, start a reload, shoot the one that approaches me, reload, shoot him. And if you can get the timing down correctly, you've got pretty much constantly full ammunition, and you don't have to take breaks and have all of the disciples shooting you and attacking you and everything, and yeah. So, it helps. Now, would I still recommend the Muldoon? Quite frankly, maybe. You have to pair it with a very strong weapon. If you've got something like the BTAR, the GAR-21, or if you happen to be incredibly good with either of these guns, or like the world's best sniper in the world, like the world's best sniper, I would actually recommend it. It's a reliable close range option. It is very, very good for dealing with monsters, so the disciples and the bots, because it just deals a lot of damage in a single burst, and you can get close enough because, as I said again, AI doesn't run away from people with shotguns. Lucky us. However, against players, it is a bit lacking. That is the, yeah, that's the damage it can do. It does have a snappy reload, I will give it that, and it does reload 2 shells at a time, which is nice. But, still. This isn't the right gun. I meant to grab the, GAR-21, not the Mazakin. But, even the Mazakin can do better, yeah, because I showed that off. That's all you have to do with a GAR-21 is literally just hold down the trigger and aim in their general direction. And it is leagues faster. So, yeah. Also, if this is at what, like 10 meters? Yeah. If I just step back here to 15 meters, we're gonna give it a minute to respawn. My damage drops from 50 to 25. Not even. Like, it's 28 when I get lucky. Like, I cannot kill a target with a full magazine. Whereas, if I have the GAR-21, I'm gonna run over to this dummy over here for, yeah. 17, 16, 15. Yeah, it was more or less here. The damage on the gun literally does not change an inch. So, yeah. So, unless you're using something like the Hunt Claw, the Bushmaster / the General Ambush setup, or anything else, I wouldn't really recommend it for a player versus player. But against the AI, it's really, really good. So, yeah. It's better now. It's still really bad. Also, if you were paying attention there, the crosshair is deceptive. It says that the spread of the weapon is a lot tighter than it actually is. So, like, the actual spread is about 20-25% larger than what the crosshair tells you, which is very, very deceptive and has gotten me killed quite a number of times, very annoyingly. But it is what it is. However, anyways, about those quests I mentioned, they have very nice rewards tied to them. Yes, I know I'm jumping around a lot here, but I didn't really know how to do this. So, for your character, you get a couple of things. You get a weapon skin, which is this, the Super Plus Water Blaster skin. And overall, it's a very funky. It does remind me a lot of, like, the Super Soaker style weapons. And it looks really good on a lot of them, actually. Yes, actually, yes. However, yeah, overall pretty good. The other thing you get is this, the little water gun Maskin blueprint, I suppose would be a right name for it. And I haven't actually tried this one out, so we'll give that a shot. However, you do also get a third thing, and it is I think it's a locker decorator in your quarters area. I'm gonna be honest, I almost never go here. There it is. You get like a little aquarium. You get a little fish. Oh, that's adorable. I have to say that is a pretty small aquarium for a very big fish, but he looks happy, so that's nice. Anyways, yes, we will try down the firing range. What else? Right, there's a new bounty for this game. Basically, if the community can get 2 million Wondurium by, I think it's the end of the week or something, every player gets a free 2,000 Wondurium. Let's see. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I thought it would have like little water particles, but still, this is a very Look at how silly this is. It's a freaking water gun. You're shooting people with a water gun. This is that's so dumb. It's also very cool. I will give them props for that. Like, I'm not a huge cosmetics person, but the people who make cosmetics for this game are admittedly quite talented. So hats off to you. But yeah. So yeah, basically, just extract. If you ever see like those Wonderium vines scattered around, take five seconds and just grab it, and then it's free. It's free for you, and it helps everybody else. So that's nice. What other stuff? I actually don't know. I think I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up here. Oh no. Okay, good. I thought I got the interact bug again, but yeah, not much. I suppose I could chat a bit about my IRL stuff, which is honestly not much. I I went to like this meetup event today for breakfast. It was pretty nice. It's at this nearby cafe. Pretty cool. Met some nice folks that some pretty awesome people there. They all know my parents because my parents are pretty big in, well, not pretty big, but they've helped impact the tech scene where I am. But yeah, it was all right. I'll give you that. And what other stuff? Oh, right, yesterday's episode. So yeah, sorry about that. It was a lot longer than I meant for it to be. I actually meant for it to be like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something, but I tend to ramble on a lot with my explanations. For those of you who have seen it, a couple of things I would like to clarify. Number one, the little shield bubble example I gave is actually not entirely correct. I forgot that you could shoot from inside the shield bubble because most other shield bubbles in different video games don't let you do that. So what I said is kind of incorrect. However, you can still like pop out of the shield bubble to lure an enemy out of cover. Lure an enemy out of cover. So like you step outside for a moment, they think it's good time to shoot you, and then you pop back inside the bubble and then shoot them because they are now exposed. Then you are inside an impenetrable shield. What else? The thing about looking around with the optics, that's honestly just personal preference. It doesn't really matter. It's all up to you. And what else were the clarifying points that we discussed afterwards? There were a couple of them, actually. I'm sorry, I am not really prepared. This is what not scripting your videos costs you. Bum ba dum bum bum. Bum ba dum bum bum. Oh, right. It turns out at about 9 minutes, I was saying that they, so at 9 minutes, I was saying that they should have rushed at the person that they landed those Kar 98 shots on. It turns out, the person said, and they were correct, there was, actually another person up there, and you can see them just a couple of moments before Cute Hunter started shooting. I had forgotten about that, but my point still stands. They should have rushed at them, mainly because the person was not shooting at either of them, and actually, if you rewatch the moment, you can see them like duck into the house as if to avoid the fight completely. So, like, what Q100 did isn't wrong. It was a very good decision to just keep sniping and not run because it could have ended badly. And yes, they could have gotten third party despite it being unlucky. What they did was fine, and it ended up working out for them. But the problem is that their decision to like not rush after the enemy made the enemy drop down, so they had to chase them down, which then left them open to an ambush, which is what you see happen. They get shot at from inside the smoke grenade, which could have cost them the game if the enemy happened to have not an insight blessing, but like just happened to throw a grenade instead of just shooting at the smoke cloud. So, just so you know. If a fight starts taking too long, don't drag it out, trying to like either escape it or finish it as soon as possible. Long fights are like beacons for enemies to approach, and it also drains all of your resources. You run out of grenades, healing, all of your abilities go on cooldown. You use up your ammo and everything, and then everybody ends up losing. So yeah. Anyways, but to those who have seen it, I'm glad you guys liked the video review thing. Submissions are still definitely open. The instructions will be in the description below. And yeah. Also, please make sure to disable your Discord or any other like background sound for your game. Please, it is very distracting because then I think I have a Discord thing open and yeah. But anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up today's video right here. Thank you all for watching. Good luck with the event. Well, yeah, good luck getting all of the quests done, and good luck with your looting. And I'll see you all tomorrow with probably just some standard TABG gameplay. If somebody else sends me a video, yeah, somebody else different than Cute Hunter sends me a video, I will most likely do a video review on a Sunday, which should be fun. But if nobody else, well, if nobody else sends it, then a Cute Hunter, I am willing to, like, if you, like, show off that you've been doing the practice drills for the hipfire, then I am willing to, like, review another game of yours to see if you've improved over the past couple of days. But yeah, you do need to practice, because if you don't practice, you're not going to improve, and if you don't improve, then me reviewing your gameplay is there's no point to it. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching my video, for sticking around, and for enjoying the end of the world party, which is probably not the end of the world. I honestly think, like, flat out, this guy really just needs a nap. Well, a nap and probably an actual vacation that isn't just a extended work vacation on the magical Death Island that he happens to do stuff at. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, and ciao.